Yo chat, this whole rib situation is straight up wild. Like, we're talking one of the biggest Roblox animation YouTubers just throwing their whole career into the void, and not even in a goofy way. This was a full-blown mental collapse streamed through posts, beef, and threats. Ribs wasn't just some random animator. She was the face of Roblox animations. 600k subs, millions of views, iconic videos, the whole package. People legit grew up watching her noobs and tower defense simulator animations. And then one day, poof, silence, gone. No uploads, no tweets, just vanished. But then out of nowhere, she comes back dropping some of the darkest, most unhinged posts the Roblox community's ever seen, and yeah, it didn't end well. So let's rewind a bit. Back in 2020, Ribs launched her channel. Small start, goofy videos, classic Roblox energy, nothing too crazy. Then in early 2021, she dropped that one animation. Your dad's dead. Weirdly simple, weirdly funny, but somehow it blew up. That video was the spark that sent her channel into orbit. Within months, she was pumping out hits, building this quirky universe of Roblox noobs doing random stuff, and people ate it up. She was that one creator you'd always see on your recommended tab. It felt like she couldn't miss. By mid-2022, she had over 500,000 subs. The grind was paying off. The fan base was loyal, and her animations were getting millions of views. But then, all of a sudden, radio silence. She uploaded her last video around May 2022, then completely disappeared. No updates, no taking a break post, just dipped. Fans were confused, but most thought maybe she was just working on something big. Spoiler alert, she wasn't. Fast forward to mid-2023, out of nowhere, she starts posting these cryptic, depressive rants on her YouTube community tab and Roblox group. And I'm not talking I'm having a bad day kind of posts. Nah, these were full-on breakdowns. She was talking about how she hated the world, how everyone was fake, how she didn't talk to anyone, not her family, not her friends. Stuff like every day I wake up and it burns, I don't have anyone, I don't have any connections. Like, you could just feel the pain through the screen. But then it got worse. Way worse. One of her posts literally said, "Keep yourself safe. Die. I hate you. I hate everyone. You deserve it." Like, bruh, that's not even edgy anymore. That's dark. Fans didn't know what to do. Some were genuinely worried, others were confused, and of course, there were trolls making memes out of it because, well, it's the internet. But overall, people were heartbroken. You could see it in the comments. People saying her videos cured their depression, that she inspired them, and now she's telling everyone she hates them. So obviously, this caught the attention of drama channels. One YouTuber made a full expose called "This YouTuber Ruined Her Career" with one post, and it blew up instantly. The dude expected like 20k views, he got almost 1 million in a week. Everyone wanted to know what happened to Ribs. Why did she go from beloved animator to full-on internet meltdown mode? The video blew the lid off everything. It showed all her dark posts, analyzed her behavior, and pretty much painted the picture of a creator completely breaking down. And then, Ribs noticed. And when I tell you her response made everything worse, bro, it's not even funny. Instead of staying quiet or giving a calm explanation, she decided to go full nuclear. She joins the YouTuber's Discord server. Not under some alt, not through DMs, nah, she pulls up as herself and instantly starts threatening people. Like, take down your video or I'll strike it. I'll dox you. I'll sue you. And she wasn't joking around. She was dropping screenshots of her logged-in YouTube channel as proof. She was literally typing things like, "You think you're funny? I lost everything. You slander me more. You know what this is?" And then threatening to pay people to get crap on you. It was chaos. The whole server was losing its mind. Fans, mods, everyone was like, "Yo, is this real?" Because it looked real. Her account had been around since 2019. Same profile pic, same name. It wasn't just some random troll. But then the next day, plot twist. The real Ribs joins the same server again. And she's like, "That wasn't me. That was a fake." Bro, what? At this point, nobody knew what to believe. Fake or not, the damage was already done. And then she hops into a voice call with a few of the server members, and that's when things get really bad. They start asking her about the posts, why she told her fans to off themselves, why she said what she did, and she just brushes it off like it's nothing. "It's not that deep," she says. "I was just saying how I felt." Like, bro, what? People were genuinely hurt, and she's out here acting like it's just a minor misunderstanding. It was giving zero accountability, zero self-awareness vibes. But even after that disaster of a VC moment, things somehow managed to spiral even more. Because after the meltdown, a bunch of new allegations dropped. Stuff that made everything else look tame in comparison. Screenshots started surfacing that claimed Ribs had groomed a 15-year-old fan when she was 19 or 20. Yeah, you heard that right. Grooming. There were supposedly DMs and evidence that showed her saying some seriously messed up stuff. Drama channels went crazy. The whole Roblox community was shook. This was the same person who used to make goofy animations about noobs and funny filters, and now she's being accused of preying on minors. The vibes went from concerned to disgusted real quick. And then came her response. And I'm not exaggerating when I say it was one of the worst responses in YouTube history. Some of her old friends leaked Discord messages where Ribs was talking about everything going down, and these weren't calm, apologetic messages. Nah, she was going off. Stuff like, "I couldn't care less about them now. They act like it matters. It's just a number. Grow up." Then she starts calling everyone vultures, losers, and saying, "I don't care if I said that stuff. It's the internet. It's not that deep." Like, girl, what do you mean not that deep? You literally told your fans to harm themselves and you're out here saying it's just the internet. Then she doubles down. She says, "I'm not an effing PDF file." That little kid just threw around allegations and people ate it up. They should all effing die. Yeah, she said that, bro. That's not even damage control. That's career suicide. You could tell she was spiraling. Every sentence just dug her deeper. It was like watching someone set their own house on fire while complaining that it's too hot. And what's even crazier, she said she privated her whole channel just so people wouldn't get more to fuel their videos. Like, she wasn't even trying to clear her name or apologize. She just didn't want anyone to talk about her anymore. It was pure ego mixed with meltdown energy. You could tell she wasn't processing reality anymore. At one point she even said, "I couldn't care less about YouTube. I couldn't care less to make a response video. It's just the internet." Like, bro, no. It's not just the internet when your entire career, community, and reputation exist on the internet. That's your life. That's your income. That's your identity. But she just didn't get it. By then, fans had checked out. Even the people who were defending her at the start were like, yeah, nah, she's done. The combination of her depression posts, her attacks on fans, her threats to creators, and then the grooming allegations, there was no coming back from that. Her response didn't help either. It just exposed how disconnected she'd become from reality. And that's where this whole story really hits different. Because this isn't just a YouTuber got canceled situation. This is what happens when someone who built their whole identity around content doesn't know how to handle the pressure once the internet turns on them. You could see it in every message, every post. She was angry, bitter, and alone. She even said, I feel robbed of everything. And honestly, maybe she did feel that way. Maybe she genuinely thought she was being unfairly treated. But the way she handled it, straight up self-destruction. It's a reminder that fame, especially internet fame, can destroy people. Ribs went from making wholesome Roblox animations to being a cautionary tale in just 2 years. And what's crazy is that this could have been avoided. If she had just taken a break, gotten help, and come back stronger, she could have bounced back. But instead, she burned every bridge she had. Now her name's basically mud in the Roblox community. People don't even say ribs without someone mentioning that one meltdown or that grooming thing. Her videos are gone, her socials are ghost towns, and her legacy, if you can even call it that, is just screenshots, deleted posts, and chaos. At the end of the day, I think what makes this whole thing so eerie is how fast it all happened. 1 year you're at the top, everyone loves you, your channel's thriving. The next, you're spiraling, lashing out, and deleting everything. It's that classic internet tragedy, where fame and mental health collide and nobody wins. And I won't lie, part of me feels bad for her, not because of what she did, but because she clearly wasn't okay. Those posts weren't just edgy, they were cries for help. But the internet doesn't do help. It does exposure, memes, and cancellations. Once you slip up, the crowd turns, especially in the Roblox scene where everyone's young, hyper online, and loves drama. Still, what Ribs did was wild. From the threats to the grooming allegations to the absolute lack of accountability, it's a masterclass in how not to respond to controversy. Like, if you ever find yourself in that position, do the opposite of what Ribs did. Take a break, talk to a PR person, get therapy, literally anything, but going off on Discord and telling people to die. And it's sad because she was talented. Her animations were funny, unique, and you could tell she put effort in. She could have gone on to work with Roblox devs, studios, maybe even made her own series. But now, she's just another what happened to story floating around in the algorithm. If there's any lesson here, it's that creators need to separate their online life from their personal one. When everything you are depends on your internet image, losing control feels like losing yourself. And when you don't have anyone in real life to ground you, the internet becomes your only mirror. And that reflection can be brutal. So yeah, Rib's response wasn't just bad, it was horrible. It wasn't just defensive, it was destructive. She didn't just ruin her career, she torched it with gasoline and then threw the match herself. And what's left now? Nothing but a cautionary tale for anyone chasing clout without stability. Because at the end of the day, no matter how many views or subs you have, if your mental health's in shambles and your ego's running the show, it only takes one post to end it all. That's the story of Ribs, the Roblox animator who went from fan favorite to infamous faster than anyone thought possible. One post, one meltdown, and one horrible response later, she's gone. Anyway, chat, that's all for today's breakdown. If you're still here, drop a rip Ribs in the comments. Stay safe, stay kind, and remember, don't pull a Ribs.